Hey Dynamics, it's Michele Elmas here of dynamicbusinesswomen.com. I've had a few requests from people wanting to know how I create the thumbnails for my videos. So this is just a really quick tutorial to show you how I do it. And it's also to show you how I do it using Picmonkey. So first of all, when I'm creating a video, I stand in front of the camera like I am now, and I just kind of do this. Now, why did I just do that and make myself look like an idiot? Well, quite simply because when you're doing a video, it can be really hard to sort of scroll through and find that perfect frame where you're smiling, you're looking at the camera, your eyes are open. You ever seen those videos where that thumbnail and they're kind of like, oh, you get the point. So it's a way to be able to create something a little bit nicer and a little bit more professional, and I'll show you how you can incorporate your branding in it. Okay, so before I launch into the how-to, I just want to go through 4 really quick tips for designing a really compelling custom thumbnail, and that is, in my experience, to always use a human face whenever possible, because people like to talk to people. And if you can't use a human face in the thumbnail, whatever the subject of your video is, that should be there instead. So for example, if you are doing a video on how to cook pasta, then, you know, the photo should be of the dish that you're actually creating. And always try and use copy or text in the actual image itself to say something human to bring someone in. So anything that's not search-worthy copy, and by search-worthy I mean something that people are going to, you know, type into YouTube how to cook pasta. So anything that's not search-worthy copy but would get the person excited to watch if they saw your thumbnail is a great way to bring someone in. And finally, really make sure that you brand your images to be in line with the branding of your channel and your business. So for example, if you use teal blue as your main color in your logo, and then you obviously would incorporate that onto your channel and into your website design, then use it in details for your custom thumbnails, because this is what's going to help a loyal viewer to be able to identify one of your videos immediately, as well as make your channel look even more schmick and professional. Okay, so this is where I did all of those silly poses just earlier on in the video. And I quite like, you know, and I'll just scroll through and I'll just pick one that I like. And I quite like that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm using a Mac. So I'm using a Command-Shift-4, and that's going to enable me to take a screenshot. Then what you want to do is you want to go over to picmonkey.com, and I'll include the link below. Okay, so here I am over at Picmonkey, and I've uploaded this photo. Now, to put this photo out as it is, you know, I'm not all that thrilled with it. So there's a few things that I want to do. I want to brighten it. So we're going to up the brightness, up the highlights, up the contrast a bit, apply that. And Picmonkey also has this cool little touch-up thing here. So what I like to do is, let's just get rid of some of those wrinkles, shall we? And that just softens that up there. So we'll apply that. And I also really like this eye brighten thing. So check this out. Just highlight there. It just makes the whites of the eyes pop out a bit, and just looks a lot better. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with that one. And now I'm going to crop it because I have a lot of wasted space here. Obviously, I'm going to put my text that I was referring to here. So let's just get rid of this wasted space and crop it. Let's apply that. Now that looks a lot tighter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my text. boring, yes, but searchable and tells you exactly what you're going to learn in this video. So the text I can use here is something that's going to be a little bit more fun. Perhaps it's not going to be searchable, but I still want it to be that when somebody sees this thumbnail, they're still going to be able to know what the video is about, because these words are then going to capture their attention, and then they're going to have a look at the video title. So I'm going to call it Your Video Thumbnails. Right, so part of my branding is I have two very different and distinct text fonts, and the first one is American Typewriter, so you can change all your fonts here. You can actually use Picmonkey, has a huge list of different fonts that you can use. If you are a pro subscriber, you get all of these ones that have the crowns on them. I'm a pro subscriber, and look, I think it's only like $5 a month, and at the time of making this video, and really, really worth it. But I also, as a pro member, I can also upload my own text fonts. So American Typewriter is one of them, and this word here I'm going to go Bohemian, which is the other font that I use. I'm just going to center this, and then I want to make them bigger. I'm just going to make the text as large as possible so that it all fits. There we go. I like that. I think nobody's going to struggle to read that. And then what I like to do, so I can have it just like this, and that will be fine. But I also want to be able to bring in my branding colors. So a simple trick that I use to do this is I go over here to the butterfly, and this is an overlay section. And I come here to the geometric, and I simply will just pick a circle. Now I want to change the color of that circle to my logo colors, and I just pop that in there, and that changes the color. Now you can also use the dropper here. So if I wanted to incorporate the chair, the color of the chair, well, actually that's quite a nice color, then I can simply do that and it will change it for me. But for now, I want to keep with my branding, so I'm going to do that. And then I want to actually fade it a bit, because it's going to come over into my hair a little bit, and I don't want to cut everything off. So we're going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is just make it bigger so it covers all of the text fonts, like that. And then I obviously want to make the text pop out even more, so I'm going to send this to the back. And then I've just decided that I want to change the text to be white. Bring that back over. And that's done. That's how I create my video thumbnail, and all I have to do now is save it, and that's it.